warrior to expose what's happening in this country. So Doreen, just say a word or two. Thanks.
Obviously, it would be a great thing. I have to move this down because I don't quite have that. I just really need people to understand one thing. Washington, D.C. has the capacity to control the agencies which our current Congress, our current Senate allow to get completely out of control. They control the funding. We have got to have people in D.C. who will publicly admit that they understand how the agencies work and who will actively pursue cutting the stranglehold that the agencies have placed upon our productivity, our freedom, and our right to profit from our labor. We have got to have people there who understand that paradigm and can be held accountable for allowing it to continue. I know that Bob and I have been through, we've been NAIS, the heritage area, numerous other smaller issues, but we honestly are at the point in this country where the federal government thinks that you're too stupid to figure out what you want to eat. And that's coming to rest here in the state of Missouri. On Thursday, I went over and did a raw milk protest in Christian County because the county commissioners of Christian County adopted the FDA food code and added a little bit to it and decided that the people in Christian County can't figure out what they want to eat and whom they want to buy it from. So they were going to fine a dairy farmer, milks 9 cows, he's gigantic interest, okay, for delivering the milk that the people had asked him to deliver to them in a private residence. $200 per infraction. He can do this if he does the following. 1, gets a retail license from the State of Missouri Milk Board, is inspected and given a grade A permit from the State of Missouri Milk Board, applies to Christian County Health Department and gets a permit from them for a temporary food establishment, then he may deliver at a drop-off point. Otherwise, if he doesn't want to do those things, then he has to drive to every one of his 30 customers' houses and hand them their milk. And this is happening all over this country. And it's because of the FDA, it's because of the money that the federal government, our representatives, continue to give to these agencies, and then they pay the state agencies, and then the state agencies pay the county agencies, and the next thing you know, you have to have a license to breed. We have got to stop this. There was an article in St. Genevieve a couple days ago. Joanne Emerson cut $2 billion from one budget. Well, let me tell you something. She is responsible for voting for the bailout bill, for approving the increase in the debt ceiling, and then she voted for the resolution against increasing the debt ceiling after she voted to do it. So it doesn't get any more hypocritical than that. But she didn't write an article that got printed in all the papers throughout the district saying, I voted to increase the debt ceiling. She didn't do that. She just wrote an article about how she voted for the resolution against doing what she did. We need honesty. We need integrity. We need accountability. We need people with not just brains, but courage and loyalty and a love of freedom as our representatives. And I know that Bob has those qualities, and I'll back him 100%, and we can hold him accountable because he likes to hunt and he's going to come home. So everybody please, do all that you can to support this effort because we can make a difference. We have made differences in the past. When we started the NACE fight, everyone was, it's a done deal, there's nothing you can do, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was supposed to be mandatory with enforcement in January 2009. And that enforcement was up to a $50,000 fine for being out of compliance. Well, guess what? It's 2012. It's still not mandatory with enforcement. A few people can make a great difference. Of course, we didn't stop it. They changed the name and said instead of a premise, it's now a unique location identifier, but whatever. We did slow it down. And if we don't slow it down, we sure as heck are never going to stop it. So I just ask that you all get behind Bob as much as you can, hand out flyers, just let people know that we do have a candidate who actually will represent the values and the courage and the traditions of our communities here, and that he does have our best interests at heart because he's got his own best interests at heart, and he loves this area and the people here. So thank you all, and you have a great night.